So multicut can help you add geometry. You can pull stuff out with extrude. Those are all handy tools. Now let's see what we can do with that arm over there. One of the distinguishing features on this thing is the hand with the arm over here. So we need to pull something out on this side. And we can actually see the side image is actually taken from that side. So we could use this as a guide. But it's, by default, Maya uses the other side. That's annoying, side X. We can, however, switch that. Let's do it full screen. If you hit spacebar, you get this pop-up menu, and if you then click in Maya, you can select different cameras. And you get the left view and the right view. Which one do we have right now? Let's see. If we do right view, it stays this way. If we do left view, we're suddenly looking at the other side. But where did our model go? Well, it's hidden behind the image plane. So if I want to use the other side to model, I need to move in select. I'm going to select the image plane if I can. Oh, let's go into object mode, select the image plane, and go into channel box where we can find the X center, and we're just going to move it over to the other side by making this positive. Wink. So now in the side view, we can actually see the thing on top. And we can start moving points to fit the arm shape. So if I hit vertex, I can move this. And you see I'm now, since I clicked on the vertex, I'm only selecting the one that's on this side. Do we want the one on the other side as well? Let's see. The arms seem to be not quite symmetrical, so no, I only want the ones on this side. And I can pull these back a bit. This probably can be the front of the arm. This can be the front of the arm. Oops, double clicking. Select all the points. Back into vertex mode. And get this around there a little bit. And we can even pull this one down to be the bottom of the arm. So what I now created is a space to pull that arm out of. And now I'm selecting the wrong one. I want the one on this side, so I can actually go in here and select the vertex. Ooh, I did something wrong here. Did I? Yes, I did. I pulled them beyond the other ones. Okay, so I made a mistake. There's some weird geometry out here. Probably because when I did the extrusion on the front, some of the faces at the back were selected. So let's select those faces, and if I pull them back, you can see there's actually an extrusion in there. So how do we get rid of an extrusion that we didn't intend to make? The easiest way to do that is to go target weld and just take the corners and throw them back to where they should have been. That completely dissolves that unwanted extrusion. And there's one more point over here. Yes. How do we get to that? The image planes are getting in the way. Let's address that next. So now it's clean again. So I had an unfinished extrusion, and by target welding the points back to the original spots, it's now a correct shape. There's also something really ugly over here. I multi-cut wrong and I have a point over here, so let's also get rid of this one. Right. So you see how the images keep getting in the way. What do we do about that? Well, we can go to our image planes in object mode, select them, and in our attribute editor, which is not on the screen by default in the modeling setup, but I dragged it in here, so you would normally get it out here but anything you have you can simply drag into another spot. So I want it next to the channel box in there. By default, an image plane shows up in all views, but you want it only in the camera that it's for. So let's do that for all the image planes. Just looking through the camera, and that's... Ooh, there's two side ones. I want it in left for now. Because I switched the side, I have to put it in the other one than it was put in by default. And front, that's good. So I just need to change the top one. So we still have the images in our orthographic views, but they're no longer in our perspective view, so we can freely move around in this space. Right. So what I was doing was making a room for the arm to pull the arm out. And I think I probably need to have this one a little bit higher, so I'm going to go to Edge mode. Let's put the modeling toolkit back there again. This one should go up a bit. So the shoulder needs to be a little bit higher, and probably a little bit more over there to work. Let's see if that messed up my geometry. Not too bad. So I think my arm is going to go out here.